Welcome back to Let's Laugh About It podcast with Zoe and Jack. And happy Jack. Am I allowed to call you that?
That was new. Yeah, you just never have when you've done it. So right.
It feels like right to be like Zoe and Jack.
Yeah.
I guess Zoe and Jackie.
Zoe and Jack. But you
Zoe
don't
and Jack.
You don't want to be Zoe.
I don't want to get people confused.
Yeah.
I get
but
offended.
you'll let them confuse me.
You think that people think your name, you're like...
Oh, we already had this discussion. Okay.
We're getting right into it.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's taking some time off, spending it with their family, etc. We are actually recording this early because I think I mentioned... What is it, Jack?
Didn't even occur to me.
What happened?
You were like, this is the Thanksgiving episode, and I just thought you meant like the week of Thanksgiving. It's going on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, yeah. When Jackie and I were getting ready, I was like, this is the Thanksgiving episode. Yeah.
Am I getting paid for working on a holiday?
Well, usually you schedule, I mean...
I'm fucking with you. You get like so nervous every time I do that.
Because
all my work is really on Wednesday.
I also like pride myself in like trying to give a really good like employee experience too.
And she does. That's why I like...
Yeah.
If you like actually gave a bad employee experience, I wouldn't be like on your podcast like, you gonna pay me?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. But I get like really nervous because even if it's a joke, I get like, I'm like, oh,
no, it's scary. It's scary.
Like, I don't know. I just like want everyone to be happy. And if someone's not happy, especially because like something I'm doing, like I want to change it.
And that's why you're the best.
Anyways, happy Thanksgiving. We're recording this early. I think we talked about it on the last pod, like at the end. I'm going on a 1.5 week long road trip, kind of like 2 week long road trip with my grandma. So I'm afraid that like the internet might be not that great. So we're doing an early one, but we have like so much to talk about. It actually like right when we got off the pod, we were like, oh, we should have talked about this, and this.
Yeah. It's so crazy how much we have to talk about when it was only 3 days ago.
Yeah. Cause what day is today?
Thursday.
Oh yeah. Today's Thursday. So I wanted to start off too because I don't do a good enough job about like asking for things from the listeners. I need to ask more of you guys. Mm-hmm. No, but we are really trying to get our ratings on Spotify and then our subscribers on YouTube up. Yeah.
The subscribers also, you might get a message. Actually, at some point you will because I'm going to go through our follower list, but I'm sending secret messages to everybody on Instagram, so
you'll just
know it's not a bot. It's really me. So if you want to reply, go off.
Yeah, talk to Jackie.
Yeah,
we talked about that. I think like in the first or second episode, where like Jackie loves when you interact. Yeah, so like, and she will answer. So please,
when I post something, I'm like, I mean, I always have the notifications of everything on, but especially when I post, I'm like waiting for something.
Yeah, she just like loves. I mean, it's so fun to like see the interaction. So yeah, interact with Jackie, okay? So rate the podcast 5 stars, please. And
we have YouTube 5 stars right now.
We have 5 stars. It's I think we have like 15 reviews. Oh, I also wanted to
probably a 17 because they're always like a few behind.
Yep. I also wanted to do a better job about like sharing our goals. So like as far as like how many ratings. So right now we're trying, our like big goal is 50 ratings. We're at like 15. So like maybe help us get to 25 or 30. But
it takes you 2 seconds.
It really is so quick. And then if you don't mind going over to YouTube, and all of these will be in the show notes too. So if you don't mind going over to YouTube and just hitting that subscribe button, that helps a lot too. Again, we're like blown away by the views on YouTube. We didn't think anyone would listen, or like watch on YouTube, but we're like, well, why not post it there anyways?
Well, I think the reason YouTube is doing so well is because, and I've realized this because I have YouTube Premium, but if you're somebody who like avidly uses YouTube, it makes sense to use YouTube Premium even for like your music and stuff. And which I think I might start exploring because I listen to our podcast because I like listening to it. And it's nice because when you lock your phone with YouTube, like, and if you have premium, it keeps playing. Oh, so that might like people might be like watching it on there also because they have premium.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's how they like, because most people now, like if you aren't like video recording your podcast, I feel like you're kind of behind. Everyone does it now.
Yeah.
It's really not like audio only podcast anymore.
Yeah. All the new ones, I think that before that it was like a possibility on Spotify. It was like a little bit less common, obviously. Yeah. But even before that, people were like recording it live, posting the audio on Spotify, Apple, whatever, and then like also posting on YouTube, which I thought was like genius because you don't think about it. It's like a audio thing.
Yeah, but YouTube's doing really well. And Zoe also has vlogs on YouTube, which are also entertaining. And I'm a vlog watcher, so you can trust me.
Trust Jackie. I love doing the YouTube, the vlogs. They're so fun. Okay, so thank you guys so much for literally, like, it's only been a month in. This will be our 5th episode.
This will be our 6th.
This will be our 6th. Oh, today was the 5th episode. Yeah. This will be our. What would I do without Jackie?
Say the wrong episode number. She already did.
Literally would. But just thank you so much for all the support. It does not go unnoticed, and it's really great to just like see people enjoying the content. And just thank you so much, because this wouldn't be possible without anyone being interested in it.
Yeah, and it's so fun. Me and Zoe are like cheesing all day every day about it.
Yeah. It is such a passion project. So thank you guys. Anyways, Taylor Swift broke Shopify.
As she does.
It's crazy because some of these episodes will be on Patreon, but because Jackie and I have like a personal pod that we record and we're posting it on Patreon, we could put the link. But we have been Taylor Swift has been like a topic on the personal podcast, constantly, and it's crazy. Jackie's a Swiftie. Sorry, Taylor Swift, but like,
I'm sorry. Do you know what pick me means?
You think I'm being a pick-me girl?
I think you're being a pick-me girl.
No fucking
I think
way.
People who are like, Taylor Swift is like not that great are pick-me girls. Because you cannot deny how good she is.
Jackie, every time you put Taylor Swift on in the car, me and Brian are like, can we listen to something else?
Because you guys are a pick-me boy and girl.
No. We genuinely like are sick of it.
MK's here in another room, but she would agree with me. Because actually, one time I made a comment. I've always been a Swiftie, but one time I was like, I think I was being steered away from Swiftiehood, because one time I was with MK and I made a comment like that I find her annoying. I can't remember the reason why I found her annoying, but if I said I found her annoying because of XYZ, and MK called me out and was like, you're saying that because like that's what guys say about Taylor Swift. And I was like, you know what? That is why I'm saying that.
No way.
Yeah.
So I admire, like, I think it's really cool what she's been able to do, but like, I'm not going to be listening to her music. I loved listening to her music when it came out, whenever that was.
It's still coming out. What do you mean? You
she
mean like her first albums?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, is it new music? It's just like Taylor's version.
No, she's dropping new music while also dropping Taylor's versions. No, she is.
So maybe I need to listen to the new music, but I'm just like, I've heard the old music and I don't like listening. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm over it.
It's also just not your taste in music.
It's not. Mm-hmm. And Jackie and I, we're so similar on everything except music.
Yeah. Do you like country music?
I like country.
Yeah, I feel like that's where we are fine.
Yeah.
And because neither of us are like crazy about country, we just like it.
My default is rap.
Yeah.
Which always like surprises people when I tell them.
If you like know you though, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
But I could see maybe if somebody doesn't know you. And my default isn't Taylor Swift. I just am a Swiftie. Mm-hmm. But my default is like Noah Kahn.
Yeah, it's Joy, like alternative.
The Lumineers.
Oh yeah.
It's like folky kinda.
Yeah, and I don't mind
I also really
listening.
Enjoy rap.
Yeah. And I've been really into like house music. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I love our tangents.
Loud Luxury.
Oh yeah, well I think we talked about that on the last pod. That was cool.
Oh, did we? Sometimes I forget what we talk about on the pod and what we talk about just in life because we also just like live together. So it's like, and then we record while living together.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Comment down below if you think we're like too annoying and repeating ourselves. Jackie,
so true.
Please don't actually. Jackie's worst fear is being called annoying.
Mm-hmm. We just talked about this.
Yeah, which I don't blame you. Like to be afraid, I wouldn't like that either.
Honestly, being called annoying is like. I don't know why I have that fear because I don't know if I've ever been called annoying.
I don't know.
I don't have like a memory of being called annoying. I'll bleep that out.
What's the opposite of annoying?
Tolerable.
Comment down below and say that Jackie's tolerable.
That sounds insulting.
What's like a positive?
Pleasant.
Comment down below and say that Jackie's pleasant.
Yes, please. Thanks.
Okay. So, but let's talk about this Shopify outage.
Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, the internet is in an uproar because Taylor Swift, and maybe Jackie, you might know a little bit more, but Taylor Swift opened up a Shopify for merch. And so Shopify is the site we're always like talking about because like I don't know, so many of stores are on it. Like if you're like, it's just a place to sell shit. If
Like
you're anyone can do it, and it's just like a really good platform because you can scale your business to like multi-million, multi-six, like $billion businesses on Shopify.
Like when I shop on like, I don't know, I always use this as an example, but like when I shop on like princesspolly.com, like is that a powered by, I mean, I don't know if you'd know, but like that could be powered by
I'm
Shopify?
pretty sure Princess Polly's on Shopify. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. They've got to be. But yeah, like most places that you're shopping is Shopify. If you ever go on a website that you're like, this website feels like outdated or it's like weird feeling, it's probably not Shopify.
Is Shopify and Squarespace the same
concept? Squarespace is different, and you can sell on Squarespace, but it's not as scalable.
Okay.
Shopify has so many like apps, so whenever we're talking about like the tech sponsors and stuff, they're like Shopify apps. Yeah.
I'm connecting it all. That's when you say like this is a Shopify. Okay.
Yeah, because you can do so much on Shopify.
Yeah.
And it's sad because there's other platforms like Salesforce where you can have stores too, and it's like really powerful, but a lot of these apps that are like tech for shops are Shopify apps. So like if you're not on Shopify, it's kind of hard to like use some of this tech. So but yeah, so
you do learn something from this podcast.
And I like having Jackie here too, because that's one of the goals of this podcast, is to like not only be talking to people who like know everything. We're talking to people who might be interested in like opening up a Shopify store.
I was gonna say, I feel like it actually provides you a stream of being more detailed, because I'm just a regular person.
Yeah. Well, you're more than a regular person.
Like a regular person in the way that I'm like a lay person to this world.
Mm-hmm. So, and this is another tangent. I want to do more for like people wanting to get into this industry, because there is getting into this industry. I think on an outsider looking in, you're like, wow, like her job is so cool. I hear that like people will like DM me and be like, how do I get into like that world? Yeah. And I want to do more about like being able to like give back and teach people like kind of like the basics, so that they can get into this world.
Quick plug. The availability is all over the place, but I will start linking Zoe's Mentor Pass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Mentor Pass is a website where you can book time with me to learn like anything that we talk about on the pod, dive deeper in. If you want to learn how to get into this space, or like I can point you in the right direction, teach you how to. Yeah. And it's definitely worth it, because this industry really changed my life. Yeah,
and like you can YouTube stuff and you can Google search like till your like fingers bleed, but like I feel like actually talking to somebody in it's good. And I've overheard you on that one you had like a few weeks ago or whatever. Yeah. And so it covers a lot in the time.
I love when Jackie is like in the other room, and then I like come out and talk to Jackie, and she's like, wow, when we first started living together and you were like listening to my meetings, you were like, the things Jackie would say were like so complimentary but like confusing, but like I don't know, it was so nice.
What language are you speaking?
And then she'd be like, and you were talking to this brand?
Yeah.
I'm like, and it seems so like normal to me now, but it is something that's like really, really cool. So even you don't have to like already be in this space for like to book time with me to do that. So we'll put the Mentor Pass.
Start linking that.
And maybe even, we can talk about it. I am able to like adjust my rates. So maybe like in a couple weeks or something, we can do like a special.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll let you guys know. I keep distracting Zoe. Get back to Shopify.
But it's crazy. She is, what do they call it? Like the Taylor Swift effect? Yeah. Where she goes to, how would you explain it?
I think it's more so actually like not even like the Taylor Swift effect. It's like the Swiftie effect. Like her fans are psychotic. That's why it's like, it's scary to even call yourself a Swiftie. Because I'm a fan of Taylor Swift, and like I went to the Eras tour, but like don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I don't even own a piece of Taylor Swift merch. So like take that with a grain of salt when I say I'm a Swiftie. But like true Swifties, they call them Swiftie Army. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like whenever she has a concert, like the economy near that concert just like skyrockets.
Yeah.
It creates like just this effect that is bringing in money. It's like bringing in people.
I mean, people hate to hear this, but because it's like, of course, Travis Kelce is like an accomplished football player in his own right. Like, obviously, like when people make this joke, they're being facetious. But like, it is crazy how much eyes it has brought to the Chiefs. It has like eyes that weren't on the Chiefs. Like girls who are 16 are watching Chiefs games.
Right. Yeah. And
it's crazy.
Just again, we talked about this on the podcast that will be on Patreon, but I do have a Travis Kelce jersey. It was before he was cool.
It was.
Actually, I thought he has been cool in like the football world. Like
he totally has. People are like are gonna come.
Like they won a Super Bowl and he had like the winning catch or whatever. Yeah. Mahomes. I don't know anything about football, so this is me.
I'm a Bengals fan, so
Mahomes. I even was like, is that his name? I was like, is it Mahomes or McHolmes? Mahomes threw the football. Mahomes is the quarterback.
I know that.
Threw the football to Kelce, and Kelce went into the touchdown area.
Hell yeah, he did. In the touchdown area.
Yeah. So
T-zone.
The T-zone. But who would have thought that Taylor Swift could? I mean, nothing surprises me now with her, but she literally created Shopify outages, and this is not a good time for Shopify outages.
That was literally what I was just about to say.
It's Black Friday. People are launching their early Black Friday sales. Like
I've already shopped. That my Princess Polly order was a Black Friday sale.
Yeah, yeah. So people were like not happy.
It's all occurring to me now.
Oh,
I was trying Princess Polly. This isn't me confirming it. Not that it, but Princess Polly is definitely on Shopify because I was trying to put a bag together. When did it go down? Monday?
Yeah, Monday during the day. Yeah.
I was trying to put a bag together and I couldn't get onto the website.
Yeah. Yeah. It was every single Shopify. Chomps was down. Like literally every single Shopify store was down. People were pissed. Somebody, I should have saved the tweet, but somebody made a tweet about like how much revenue was like potentially lost during that time. And it was crazy. Like it's insane.
That is so true. I mean, I ended up making the Princess Polly order, but because it wasn't working on Monday, and I even mentioned this in the podcast, we filmed on Monday.
Because
I thought to myself, I won't buy this right now. I'll wait till I do my budget because I got paid on Wednesday, and I was like, I'll be an adult. I'll wait till I get paid on Wednesday. I'll do my budget, and then I'll decide if I can afford it. But I would have just jumped and done it, and I still did it. But I would have just jumped and done it on Monday if Shopify wasn't down.
Yeah, yeah. So
there probably was so much revenue lost.
Something that I didn't do, which I wish I thought about, because and we're gonna go into this. There's so many things happening in like the Chomps world right now that like I just like could not think about doing something like this. But a lot of customers or a lot of companies took advantage of like the site being down and sent out like an email like post site being down being like, so sorry our email or our site was down, but they were sending it to like their entire email list, not just the people who were on the site. And so it's like a plain text email saying like, oops, our site was down. You can come back and shop in like you can even give a Shopify like discount. I don't know if you're allowed to say like the Swiftie discount or something because it's not common knowledge that it was like Taylor Swift doing it.
Also, like probably trademark issues. You can't just call something
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, she might have.
Who knows?
Trademarked. She should.
She should. But a lot of companies did do this like plain text email that went out to like whatever their whole list and took advantage of it. And I thought that was like a good a good way to take advantage of a laughable moment, like
totally
Taylor Swift shutting down Shopify.
Oh my God, I like feel bad for all the companies that like might have like launched something new that day.
Yeah. Well, it does suck, but stuff like that in business is like literally inevitable. We talk about that all the time. Shout out to Inevitable Agency. It's inevitable, and like you either let it like tear you down and you lose out on sales, or you shift and like make something even better. A lot of times if you can let it like tear you down, but if you just like think a little bit outside of the box and just like embrace what's going on, you can do what you plan on doing and do it 10 times better.
Yeah.
Because those shops who like sent out those emails weren't planning on having, anyone could have done it.
Yeah.
So that's our laughable moment for today is Taylor Swift is affecting all of our lives, whether we love it or not.
And while we're segueing, I just want to point out, if you guys, well, we should acknowledge, this is the first live episode where we are aware of the new rebrand, the cover art and everything. And I just want to say, if you go on our Instagram, Zoe's Instagram, and see,
Ours. This is ours.
I don't know why I corrected the hour, because we say hour all the time, and I don't know. I think I was just going. But if you go on the Instagram, in the video of us, the behind the scenes of us like getting the shot, I had a piece of paper or toilet paper taped to my leg. This is the boo-boo. It was bleeding insanely. But I just had to point that out because I saw it in the camera. I was like,
it's a boo-boo.
Yeah, we have a rebrand and it's so cute.
Okay, Jackie woke up one day and was like,
literally, I was like, we have to change this shit.
It was like her mission of the day. The feedback, and I don't know how if we talked about this, but putting together just the branding for this podcast was really, really rushed. I don't like to rush things. Perfection is the enemy of good and great and stuff. So there's no way I would have let the branding prevent the launch of the podcast, because I think if you just wait for perfection and wait till you're feeling 100% good, you're never going to get anywhere. So I'm glad that we went live when we did and everything, and
it was cute.
It was cute. It just didn't feel like me. And Jackie, you said you were like, it just doesn't feel.
And from a socials perspective, when you go and you're sharing socials, the colors and the background and all of that kind of come from the color of the cover art, and the cover art was just beige. So I just felt like there was even a block to making stories look fun and inviting and Instagram posts. So I was just and I felt like Zoe's face needed to be on the cover art because
you're obsessed with me.
Yeah. And we have this cute little thing on the cover art that says the Not So Serious Business Podcast, which I felt like we were missing that, because before it was you just saw let's laugh about it, and it kind of just it could just be comedy podcast. I just felt like we needed something more. Yeah. And it turned out better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. So Jackie had me do a little photo shoot, and then
we got the picture so quick, which I feel is what makes it seem even more genuine, because it wasn't forced.
No.
So we just stood there for legit 2 minutes smiling and laughing, and we had the picture. It was so
and we've just been so good at just leaning into sharing behind the scenes, and it's so fun because you could go to the Instagram and watch this behind the scenes and us just being ourselves. So I'm really happy with the rebrand, and Jackie and I just work so well together, as far as I was putting it on Canva, and then I would send it to Jackie, and Jackie would be in the Canva working on it, and we weren't even in the same place, and we just come together with I don't know,
so good. Because I would say when you look at the cover art, it's half and half us, because I had the idea of the picture, but then Zoe designed the whole actual thing
with your feedback. Yeah, and it kept just evolving. So let us know what you think about the new. We should do a before and after post. Because it does just feel more inviting and
so
fun,
much more inviting, and I feel I feel even since changing everything up, I'm seeing more engagement. It just is so much better. The
engagement that we've seen is actually crazy. Insane. Because I've done stuff like this before where it just hasn't popped off, but we have had, I don't know, did I say this earlier? Over 150,000 impressions.
And we've only had 5 episodes go live, and really only 4, because the 5th was only a couple hours ago.
Yeah, and over 500 followers on the new Instagram since we launched. It's just been crazy. But I really think it's just you being yourself, me being myself, and people just like to see authenticity. And you can relay. We're talking about it for the podcast, but it goes to show that's how a lot of brands build communities too.
Totally.
Because people just get invested in the people, not really it's not about the product or the marketing. It's really about the story behind the brand, the people, and people get so invested in those things. So this is your sign to just be yourself and stop trying too hard.
Truly. Because it's so nice. And it's so nice to just have fun with your like endeavor.
Yeah. Passion project. I don't want to go like too far into it unless we want to, but we can like circle back to it. But I just mentioned it earlier. There's so much going on, and this is like, it's almost not a laughable moment yet because I'm still like going through it. But we made a migration from Gmail to Outlook, and it actually broke like so many things that we like didn't think of, that like shared emails and stuff. But this last like week, the team has been working through this issue, our integration with Gorgeous. So Gorgeous is our platform. I love Gorgeous, by the way. Actually, plug to Gorgeous. Gorgeous is
biggest fan.
I literally Gorgeous girly. Gorgeous actually like changed my career, and because so I've been in customer experience for, I don't know, years, and I have used a lot of customer experience tools. And this isn't like, I'm just going on a tangent because I really truly love Gorgeous. But I've used a bunch of like help desk tools and everything, and Gorgeous, years ago, was the first platform that I found that actually you could make changes to orders on without changing your tab. So like that was like what really got me into Gorgeous, because like
that's so efficient.
It's so efficient. And if you're in customer experience, you're like, you've got like the email open, but then you're also trying to solve the problem for the customer. So you've got like their profile open, and you might have like their Shopify order open, and then you might have like their loyalty account open or their subscription, all of, you know how we were talking about Shopify apps, like you would have like different tabs all open for these tabs. And it was so easy. I have so many like bad memories of me making mistakes because I would be like looking at this customer's email, and then I'd be making a change and be like, oh shit, I just made the change on like the last customer's tab. So it's just like, it's really hard to organize those things. But Gorgeous was like the first platform that I was able to find that actually like provided one single screen that you could integrate all those Shopify apps into.
Was Chomps the first place you worked with Gorgeous?
No, Ghost actually.
So you've been working with Gorgeous for a long time.
Yeah, years, literally years. And it's been really cool. And I've become like, I self-proclaimed like Gorgeous power user, because I've seen like Gorgeous just start with like that. And now, admittedly, even though I'm like such a Gorgeous girl, a lot of I'm gonna like clip that and make it sound like you're just calling yourself. I'm such a Gorgeous girl. But now a lot of the help desk platforms have that same type of feature where you can see everything, where it didn't before. I don't know who did it first, but I think Gorgeous, like that was the first place I saw it. Yeah. But Gorgeous has like made so many improvements on top of just like that big feature of just like automations. You can like literally automate so much that you don't need to be focusing your time on. You can like basically help the customer find the answer themselves. And a lot of times if you survey your customers, if they can find the answer themselves, they want to do that. They don't want to talk to someone. Yeah. So Gorgeous gives you all those tools to be able to like automate all of that, and then you can focus on like the customers who actually have like who need help. And I've seen it where I've like helped companies optimize their like Gorgeous dashboard and have been able to like refocus even their staff, where they've had like, this is just an example, and I won't say like who, but I helped. Is that
with like Inevitable?
Inevitable, yeah. Inevitable is like the team that worked on this, which another plug to Inevitable. But there was one company that I helped who had like almost 10 agents on the desk, and on the desk, I mean like answering customer support, customer experience, like tickets. And then I helped them go onto Gorgeous and optimize their dashboard on like automations and everything. And they were able to actually cut their team in half. And I'm not like, I'm not trying to like fire any employees or anything, but like if you just create efficiencies and like automations in a way that's like, and not only cut their team in half, but also increase their customer satisfaction by like tenfold.
Well, even that doesn't even necessarily mean that because I've had like my team go down in size. I mean, I don't work in this at all. I work at a law firm, but I've had my team go down in size because we've created efficiencies, but that doesn't even necessarily mean they like lose their job. It's just, okay, now we have this other department that needs hands, and you're smart. We're going to send you over there because now this is all figured out.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So, plug for Gorgeous, like the automations that you're able to do on that really, really like make a true difference. And it is just like worth investing in, because if you can create efficiencies, then you can hire slower and like have a more like lean, mean team and so many things.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't want a huge team, because then the people on your team can have a better work life. They can make more money.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. So, but our migration, that was like such a long, I love Gorgeous so much. That was such a long tangent.
It's a good tangent though. And I learned.
Yeah.
I'm actually learning a lot this podcast. Not that I normally don't, but I feel like I'm learning a lot this podcast.
Good. That makes me happy. With our migration from Gmail to Outlook, it like broke that integration, and it's no one's fault, like internally, externally. It's just like
things happen.
As like our company grows, we are just putting more like security measures out there. So like we have to like call IT to make changes, which is typical in like larger corporations or like larger businesses or enterprise level. But I'm just like so not used to it, because I'm used to being like young, scrappy, like whatever.
I'm so used to it because I've worked at law firms, which are like sealed tight.
Yeah. And even like Jackie uses Outlook. And so I'm like yelling from my room to Jackie's room. And I'm like, Jackie, how do I update the thing? And Jackie's like, you're going to have to call IT.
I'm like, anytime I have to do anything with especially when the word update has to do with any platform we use, it's like IT. Like they don't even everything's locked.
Yeah. So it just made it really complicated for us to like do our job, because we had to like not only update our personal emails, but then all of our shared inboxes, wholesale, our like support email, everything. We had to like call IT and have them do it. But like it was like so I don't know. It was just a mess.
You're waiting for IT because I mean they're busy people.
Yeah. And it goes to show too, like you have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. Yeah. So it goes to show that you never know what's going on behind the scenes of a brand. So like if you're reaching out to someone and they're not getting back to you, like we had like all these emails just kind of like lost. We had to go back into like, they didn't get sent to Gorgeous because of that like IT thing.
Yeah.
And so this whole week we've been playing clean up and catch up of like, figuring out like, where did the emails go? Did people get answers? And we are so anal about our customer experience that we like, I don't know. It's like weighs heavy on us, because we're like, we don't want, and it's hard to explain to the customers.
Well, it's hard too, because it's like, I would think, I mean, I don't know, but I would think that I would be paranoid. Like, okay, our loyal customers or like repeating customers know that like, it's not normally like this. But like, what if somebody decided to shop at, Chomps like this week and they're like, dang, why aren't they answering?
Yeah.
It's like, no, we always do.
There's this one customer that he reaches out a lot, and a lot of times we have to like call him just to like help him out. And so like, that's just like the kind of support we give. Like if someone needs like help and the email's not working, like we'll give them a call, Yeah. And the girls asked me to like help them with something. Like I'm not usually in the tickets as much anymore with all like the retention stuff, but I will like always drop what I'm doing to help a customer if needed. So the girls like asked me to call him, and he was like, I thought that maybe you guys blocked me. And I was like, no. I was like, we would never do that. And I was like, I was explaining to him on the phone, and like on the phone, you're able to like be like, I'm so like, here's what happened. Like, I was like, this is too much information, but we like had this email migration and like, but I was like, we wouldn't block you.
Well, the scary thing about email is that it's like such a pathway. So like whenever like integrations are just like new integrations are like nightmares, because like the program we use to like for our case management software, we switched a few years ago, and that our Outlook flows through that. So like when we switched over, that was a nightmare too, because it was
things get lost and like so that's what we've been dealing with. But then also simultaneously switching over to a new 3PL, and then the 3PL is the warehouse that we use to like
third party logistics.
They ship out our packages and our shipments to store, like everything. and we had requests, we had back orders from like inventory issues and trying to get that like all sorted out. So I felt like, I think it was Monday, I was like, I don't think there's like one thing like operating as it should be.
Yeah.
I was like so stressed on Monday. I'm like, literally everything that could be broken is broken right now. It was insane.
It almost makes you like, you don't, but it makes you want to be like, I'm signing off for the day.
No, yeah. Sometimes it's just like overstimulating, but then honestly, you get through the day and you're like, okay, I got so much done. Like,
yeah.
I always have to remind myself, like, we're not saving lives, we're selling meat sticks.
Totally.
Like,
yeah, like nobody's going to die.
No one's going to die. No one's going to starve. It's just meat sticks.
Unless like they're only eating meat sticks.
Maybe they are. We might have starved someone.
But like that's not on the meat stick slingers.
I know because
Zoe celebrated 2 years at Chomps yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was my 2-year anniversary at Chomps, which is I made like a little LinkedIn post, but I was like, I'm like, I could get so emotional because I was like originally hired on at Chomps. I actually said no to even interviewing 3 times because I was actually right before Chomps was my hiatus where I was full-time streaming on Twitch video games, literally playing Call of Duty every single day.
Zoe kept being like to our group chat, like, this company Chomps wants me to work for them. Like, Zoe, people love Chomps. Trader Joe's, hello?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, like selling meat sticks compared to playing Call of Duty all day. Like, I was like, literally, like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
But I am so to like think of that I even ever had that mindset.
Yeah.
And like Chomps is such a great company to work for. And like I started as just like managing customer experience and then growing that team and then like accidentally going into retention. Now I manage customer experience, retention, which is like loyalty, email, SMS, subscription, and have seen the company grow so much and just be so happy. Like, I'm so glad that I made that decision. It's hard to say, but I'd rather be doing this than playing Call of Duty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, okay, so one last topic. I really liked, actually, I'm trying to pull up the link. It's so sad. Chris Mead, one of the owners of that CrossNet brand where they have like, have you seen the volleyball? And it's like a 4-way net.
I've seen it on, you were walking one day and you were like, that's,
the CrossNet.
Yeah.
Because we live pretty close to like a bunch of beaches and every once in a while we'll see the CrossNets. So it's like really cool. Well, he put in his newsletter, which we could put his newsletter in the show notes. He put that they got a $26,000 fine from Amazon. And hold on, I want to make sure that I get
26, as if Amazon needs that money. That's so annoying.
$26,000 fine because they actually, did I send you the link? Because it's on that phone. I think I texted it to you.
I think you did too.
But it's because they sent it's I believe, and maybe you like might have to read the full story in the newsletter. But I
don't think you did.
They sent their product to Amazon for like a sale. I think they're doing like a Black Friday sale, and it's basically like you sent us too much product fee.
No way.
Yeah, because it gets really
like fair.
Well, okay, so it gets really complicated because you don't think about these things, but the places have to store the stuff. So like if they're not planning on, thank you, Jack. If they're not planning on like storing the stuff, like where are they going to put it and like how are they going to plan to put it? So there's like actually, it's so interesting because we used to get fees like this from at Ghost when we would send like to GNC like too early or to whatever like retailers, because like you think you're being like proactive and you're like getting them the product early, but it's like it has to be like such a like well-oiled machine of like sending things, because they have to plan on like where are we going to store it? Where are we going to put it? And like storage fees to like store the stuff.
So they basically charging for the storage time?
Kind of? Or like it might even be like staffing to figure out when to unload it from like the pallets when it arrives.
This sucks. This just sucks because well, one, Amazon doesn't need that money.
Right?
And two, it just sucks.
But I love that Chris shared this because it is like such a thing, and we talk about this all the time, that everyone's talking about their successes, and there's so much shit that goes down in business where it's like not all sunshine and butterflies.
And like, even you explaining this, I'm like, I feel like that could have been like foreseeable. But there's so many things that, like, once it happens, you're like, yeah, hindsight's 2020.
No,
maybe we shouldn't have sent it so early. But it's like, you don't know that stuff until you do it.
You don't know, and you don't think, like, I don't know. There's so many things you don't know until you fuck up.
And not everybody has Shark Tank advisors.
Right. No. And even if they do,
They're still
like,
fucking up.
they're still fucking up.
Yeah.
So he wrote, be vulnerable and be real. This week we got crushed by Amazon. We weren't aware that we shipped in too much inventory for the holidays and that Amazon was going to be charging 3 times the normal shipping cost for the holidays. This was our first time working with Amazon during the holidays, so we can chalk it up to being a rookie mistake. We saw in the fall that our storage costs at Amazon were way cheaper than our 3PL, so we thought, hey, let's just have Amazon store it for us.
Oh,
so
I see the thought process.
Monthly inventory storage fee, $26,000, and he put like the screenshot of the storage fee. We then woke up to a $26,000 bill for storage and see 3 more like this on the horizon.
Oh, this isn't even the first charge.
The only thing we can do is discount the product massively, own up to it, and tell our customers we're in a tough spot. To remove the inventory, it's going to cost them $55,000. So I'm going to send an email out to our customers saying we've marked the product down to the lowest price in company history to avoid the Amazon storage bill next month, so they can like run through it.
Oh, I see.
So
honestly,
we should put a link in the show
I was
notes.
gonna say I honestly might.
We should get one. Yeah, we should get one. But buy it from Amazon because they need to get rid of their inventory.
Yeah.
We'll put a link. It is a really cool.
No, it is. Honestly, I might. I feel like I know a few people who would like this gift.
Yeah, it is a really good
and
gift.
It's marked down right now.
Yeah, because it's a 4-way volleyball court or net. And I love volleyball, and we don't have a regular volleyball net, so I would love if we had one.
And it seems easy to set up.
It looks easy. So yeah, we'll put the link in the show notes. Go go help them. It crushes me to see them have to market them down. Yeah. Like, I hope that we actually find, we'll have to look on Amazon, but like, I hope we see it before they mark it down. Cause like, I'd be happy to like pay full price for it.
Yeah.
Cause
I'm actually, you can keep chatting, but I'm curious to look it up right now, actually.
So while Jack looks that up, that was actually all of our topics for the day. Again, happy Thanksgiving, happy Thursday. If you can, don't forget, if you're enjoying this.
It's marked down.
It's marked down already?
It's normally $99 and it is $79.
All right, we'll help
Lowest
them.
price in 30 days, 20%. Oh, and I think their bundles are marked down too. Like this bundle is normally $149.99. It's $107.89. If you have been thinking about buying one, this really is the time to do it.
This is the time to do it. I feel so bad because that just like sucks. It sucks it probably like their stomach probably dropped like seeing that. Can you imagine?
And that's a big bill.
That's a big bill. And you work so hard to get where you're at. Like companies, you're like, oh, they have money, but like an extra $30,000 lying around, like
no. Good luck.
Yeah, that's like some people's starting salaries for like the whole year.
Yeah, a lot of people's.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, go buy a crossnet. We'll put the link, but let's share it on our story too.
Yeah.
So
we can like clip this part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but we already did our housekeeping in the beginning,
and I know what it means.
Wait, before we end though, I do want to talk about. I need to make sure I'm not missing a meeting.
I'll make sure to crop that out. We're filming this at 4 p.m. If anybody was curious.
Okay. No, I don't think I am. It's so hard because all my meetings are on the Outlook calendar. How do I?
That's why Outlook is really nice if you use Teams.
So Teams is the app you need?
Well, all my Outlook meetings are in Teams.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really convenient.
I guess we can just okay, before we end, I wanted to talk about that beefing reel you made. So fucking funny.
So
Jackie
funny.
is literally a genius.
I clipped like literally parts from like the beginning of the recording, middle, end. Like there was no like fluidity to those clips, but I feel like I got them like down to a T. I was really chiseling away.
You did so good. It sounds like an actual conversation, but it's just like everything out of context, and it looks like I'm being so mean to Jackie.
Yeah.
It starts with me saying something that I'm literally talking about Zoe. It said,
Yeah, you said, for being the one who does the least around here, you're always tired. And then I'm like, you're being a bitch right now.
it was so good.
So good.
And people were commenting like, oh, now I have to watch the whole episode because it looks like we're beefing.
We had a big Apple Watch v Aura Ring v Whoop debate. That got a lot.
Yeah, so
engagement too.
yeah, go on the Twitter. That's where it was. Oh, I guess like we posted it everywhere, but Twitter people are tweeting at LLAI podcast. I also, this is kind of like a side note, but I've been doing better about inviting people to visit the podcast LinkedIn page. So,
oh, good.
Yeah, it's
that's like my next. I've been on my Instagram invite game.
Yeah, it's overwhelming to like grow your following.
Yeah,
there's so many things to do. So appreciate you guys. If you have any feedback, I feel like this is a good like time to pulse check like what you guys are enjoying, what you're not enjoying. Like let us know. DM us on any platforms because we're doing this for you guys and we want to make sure we're like giving good, entertaining, helpful content.
And if you don't want to just like tweet at us, like we check our DMs, so like DM and be like, we won't be offended if you're like, hey, not a huge fan of Jackie. Let us know. I could just run the socials. I don't need to be here.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, they're gonna
get that annoying ass girl out of here, please.
No, the feedback's gonna be like more Jackie. Like let Jackie lead the conversations.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. So, anyways, we'll catch you guys next Thursday.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, guys.
Bye.